What's up YouTube? It's Elijah Wan Dream and we're back again with our last NBA 2K23 Rec Center gameplay of the year. And we have an absolutely insane gameplay to end off the year for you guys. 60 points on the 7'2" Glitchy Glass. The last ever game on the build. A little bit bittersweet because I don't think we're going to be able to make anything quite like this in NBA 2K24. I will definitely try my best to replicate something like this build. It is absolutely so much fun, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get all the ratings that I have this year, and I think it's going to more or less have to be more of an attribute based build compared to a badge based build. And a little tip when you are building builds, you really should base your builds off of what badges you want to get and what animations you want to get. So that is a little tip for the builder. Say you need an 80 rating to get a certain badge or animation, there's really no reason for you to go to like 82 or 83 if it doesn't get you anything else. That way you can save those points and put them elsewhere. That way you get the most out of your builds. But anyway, just in case you guys forgot about this build, let's run through the attributes and badges very quickly. So of course we are at 99 overall. We do have that 85 close shot, so we could get that gold fast twitch badge. An 80 driving layup, which is really nice. We get some layup packages with that as well too. And the 84 driving dunk, where we can get pro driving contact dunks on this build. And of course with a slashing takeover, that made it extremely OP at 7'2". Now next year, the tallest that you can get contact dunks, I believe, is 7'1". I believe it's an 87 driving dunk and a 75 vertical is the lowest or minimum that you can get pro driving contact. So I definitely want to make a 7'1" slasher next year, except the only thing is it's probably going to be lacking in some types of areas. I might have to lower the defense. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. And of course a 90 standing dunk, so we can get all the big man elite contact dunk packages. So making a build next year that has elite big man contact dunks and hopefully pro driving dunks, that would be absolutely fire. But like I said, going to have to sacrifice something, but still it would be an absolutely amazing inside build, or a really fun inside build is what I should say. 55 post control, nothing too crazy about that. And we do have a 70 mid-range shot, and you can actually hit post hop shots or post fades out of this. You really have to know the timing. I do quite a bit of post hop shots, so I know the timing fairly well, so I actually can get away with quickly posting up and then shooting a post hop shot out of it and greening it. And a 78 3 ball, of course, which is also pretty crazy. Get almost basically an 83 ball at 7'2", and we get pro driving contacts, and we have good defensive stats. This build really could do it all. But next year we'll be looking at like a 75 3 ball, so hopefully we'll be able to green with that, but I'm thinking we should, no problem. I've seen some footage of other people already greening with a 74 3 ball at community day, so we should be good there. 70 free throw, just in case you do get hacked, easy to make it from the line, no problem. 70 pass accuracy, we probably didn't need to go to a 70 pass accuracy. We probably could have dropped this to a 65 for silver break starter and maybe put some attributes elsewhere, but regardless, still very nice to have that pass accuracy. And of course we needed that little bit of ball handle and speed with the ball in order to get the slashing takeover. 80 interior defense, which also unlocks silver post lockdown, which is really nice for a 7'2" build, so you could kind of negate those inside mashers a little bit. And you do have a 93 block with gold anchor as well too. And the most that you could go was 80 interior defense in order to keep the slashing takeover, but still 80 interior defense at 7'2", really nice. Perimeter defense, we didn't put that on there. We actually put it onto the steal. It's really your preference. You can flip flop these, whatever you really want to do. So if you like perimeter defense, you could have done that, or if you like steal, you could have done that, but I went with steal for this one. And like I was talking about, a 93 block for that gold anchor, absolutely. And our 80 offensive rebound, we weren't able to go any higher, or else we did lose that slashing takeover. And we did go with a 93 defensive rebound for that gold rebound chaser. I do wish I probably would have went 94 defensive rebound and maybe like a 65 pass accuracy. I think that would have made the build a little bit more optimal. That way we would have got the Hall of Fame box out beast, but still this build can absolutely hold its own. And of course the 64 speed, 49 acceleration, and the doubled up slashing takeover with the juice perk, plus 21 to this. And you also get your workout boost, which is roughly a +4, so you're almost looking at a 90 speed and takeover with this build at 7'2". And a 75 strength, pretty solid once again. And of course that doubled up slashing takeover with the juice perk, plus 21 to this as well. And with the workout boost on top of that, you're basically looking at a 99 strength. And the same thing with the vertical, basically a 99 vertical in takeover on a 7'2" build, absolutely OP. And lastly, the stamina at 90. And for the badges on this build, I did go with the doubled up finishing core badges for gold fast switch, gold masher, and gold rise up as well, so you can absolutely dominate inside the paint with it. Got that bronze posterizer, aerial wizard, so we can get some of those absolutely insane putback dunks with this build. And we get the craziest putback dunk I've gotten in any 2K in this gameplay, and it was part of the 60 points. I can't believe it. Absolutely incredible. I was going crazy when that putback happened. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Silver slithery finisher, gold fearless finisher, and silver limitless takeoff. Limitless takeoff at 7'2" is pretty OP, especially with those quick drops, and of course silver acrobat. So all the necessary finishing badges to go with that slashing takeover, and we could finish some absolutely crazy stuff around the rim. And for my shooting badges, we do have silver catch and shoot cord. That way we could put on our silver corner specialist. So when we're spotting up out the corner, we are absolutely money. And once you start greening, that green machine will lock in, and if you're stationary, you stand still for long enough, you can also get that claymore. So you can get all 4 of these badges to potentially pop out of the corner, which will really increase your shooting percentages with that 78 3-ball. And if you want to get a little saucy with it, that space creator, and just like I said, those post hop shots, this badge pops for every single one, so that's really nice. Once I do hit level 39, I do want to put the extra badge point to complete this build and go with the gold space creator, and of course bronze agent 3s, just in case you want to get saucy with it again and hit some crazy step backs, maybe some fades out the corner, because you can make that corner specialist pop. Maybe you just green to 3, you can get that green machine to pop as well too. Test the limits of the build, see what you can do. And for playmaking, silver break starter 100%, and I do not have a playmaking badge cord because of the pattern that I am using, but we have bronze vice grip and bronze clamp breaker as well too. And for defense, got our gold rebound chaser cord, so we can put on our gold pogo stick, and we had enough points for that gold anchor. We can also get our gold box out beast, bronze chase down artist, silver post lockdown, so we can really hold down the paint against any type of big that we're against, gold workhorse as well, once again to secure those nice 50-50 rebounds, and bronze interceptor and bronze challenger. I probably don't really need bronze challenger on, but I have the extra defensive badges, so I figured I might as well just put it on. So there we have it, the attributes and badges for the very last time on the 7'2" Glitchy Glass Cleaner. But up next, I am so excited to show this gameplay for you guys. A nasty 60-point performance in the rec center. So here we've got the nasty 60 point, 22 rebound, 5 assist, 1 steal, no block, but we shoot 27 of 32 from the field and 4 of 5 from 3-point land. And we are up against a 6'9" build, and this is a terrible matchup for a 6'9". 7'2" with the ratings that I have and the slashing takeover. It is absolutely incredible, and it's still wild. We only missed 5 shots in this gameplay. See, he's too little in the paint, and it doesn't help that I can also stretch the floor, so he has to play me out there, and then I can also drive by him, no problem, getting offensive rebounds with that 80 rating. Man, it would be so nice to remake this build in 2K24, but I just don't think it's possible. And once again, just waiting, going up with them, delete big man contact dunks right there. But I would definitely like to make another masher type of build. Now, the 60 points was the most that I scored in any rec center game this year. The previous record was on the 7'3" toxic inside masher, and that build was so hard to stop, especially with the slashing takeover. I would kind of like to make something like that once again. 7'3" with a 99 close shot, and the hook specialist badge is back as well, so that could be extremely OP. And that's what I mean. Contact dunks on a 7'2" in the slashing takeover just was not fair. I'm not surprised that we're not able to get driving contacts on a 7'2" anymore, but 7'1" builds, it is looking like we are able to do that. And I would love to make another slashing type of center. I've got so many ideas in my head. Like, I want to make so many different types of play styles of center builds. I'll definitely make a post scorer type of build. I'd like to make a finishing masher type of build. My first one is going to be like a two-way playmaker type of build, but one thing that I highly recommend to you guys is to make your own play style of build to start with. So make a build that fits you. The first build that I'm going to make might not be popular with some people because of what I want to do on the court. Like I've said in the previous video, I think this game is going to be very teammate grade based. So if you can be like a Draymond Green type of build and just be the dirty work type of dude, play great defense, playmaking, and then if you have enough to just stretch the floor or even get some finishing, that would be absolutely OP. But I definitely want to make a ton of different types of play styles. Like I said, a post scoring type of build. I want to make an Arvydas Sabonis type of build. I make one of those every single year. That's what I'm talking about right there. That putback is absolutely insane, and it's part of the 60-point gameplay. That's just like the cherry on top right there, man. Just the last game of the year, the last video of the year, 60 points with an absolute monstrous highlight reel gameplay. Man, I couldn't believe what I was doing right here. Like, can you imagine this? I come in here with the crazy putback, I shoot a post hook on you, I green that, I'm hitting threes. Like, this build could literally do it all, man. I'm going to miss this build so much. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to make something like this, but we do need some type of contact dunk on the 7'2" glitchy glass, but we can't get contact dunks on a 7'2" in NBA 2K24. So the 7'2" glitchy glass might be kind of dead, but who knows, maybe I can still make a tall, skinny rebounder type of thing. But once again, too, another type of build that I like to make is an athletic rebounder, an athletic dunker, like a DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard type of build, something like that. All kinds of ideas. I like to make different types of center builds as well, even like the 7'0" diamond paint beast, or like the Bill Walton build, something like that. So I got lots of ideas, but the first build that I make is going to be like a two-way playmaking popper, is what basically I want to make. If you guys go back, look at the last video that I dropped called "This Will Be My NBA Build," NBA 2K24 build, my fault. But like I said, it's not going to appeal to a lot of people, I think. But if you are skilled, you play rec center, and you are a popper, I think it will be a great build. And it's kind of crazy. This year, everybody's talking about, oh, it's going to be year of the insides, but I see everybody making poppers. Everybody talking about making poppers. Lots of videos on YouTube right now are talking about poppers. I've only seen a few insides. There are some very, very good ones. And there is kind of like a debate if you want to go a stretch versus, or a popper versus an inside. Now, of course, the inside's rebound is going to be very much better, and if you want like a 99 offensive, or sorry, if you want a 99 defensive or offensive rebound and a 99 block this year, you're going to be a very specialist defensive build. Like, you're basically going to be like a Dikembe Mutombo is what it sounds like. But still, so you kind of have to balance it out. That's why I'm targeting gold badges. I would like to get gold rebound chaser and gold anchor along those lines. And once again, get those nice little offensive rebounds. Those would also be incredible to have. And one thing that I did find, if you are going to choose one of the Hall of Fame badges, Hall of Fame anchor or Hall of Fame rebound chaser, I would recommend Hall of Fame rebound chaser. And then you can drop your block a little bit, but make sure that you have your interior defense up. Because when I was playing on the Hakeem Olajuwon replica build, I had a 91 or a 92 interior defense and only an 80 block. And only bronze anchor. And look at the finishes on this build, man. This build was so much fun. But back to what I was saying, I couldn't believe how many blocks I was still getting, even with an 80 block. But that 91 or 92 interior defense, it disrupted so many shots. People drove in the paint, you could stand hands up, they kind of run into you, chuck up some garbage. But still, even with the 80 block, you are able to get some nice blocks and swat blocks, animations, anything like that, just as long as you have that bronze anchor. So if you are thinking about going for one of the Hall of Fame badges, I think I would recommend going for that Hall of Fame rebound chaser over the Hall of Fame anchor. And what they said is paint defense is also improved, so you might not necessarily need that Hall of Fame anchor. Like I said, as long as you got that interior defense up, you should be absolutely money. But once again, this is all speculation. I have not played the game. Only a few people have played it for a few hours. That's about it so far, but still, I can't wait for this game to come out. It's going to be an amazing year. I'm hyped for a new rec center in season 2. There were some screenshots coming out from Community Day about that, so I'm hyped to see what we're going to get there. Rep is back, crossplay is here. Man, it's going to be an absolutely unbelievable year. I hope the Juice Takeover perk is back, and I want to get that Mamba mentality, and then we can get our most out of our builds. Like I was talking about, it's like putting Nas into your builds. It's absolutely fire. But we're coming to the end of the gameplay here, our very last NBA 2K23 video. I appreciate all your guys' support over the past few years, especially this year. You guys went absolutely crazy on the build video for this build. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you all for tuning in and subscribing. But if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that sub button if you're new, and especially hit that like button too if you like the video. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.